Most respected dear family members, my pranams to you. We are explaining about the Varna, Jati and caste system by quoting from the original text. This I have already explained in Malayalam. As I told you earlier, many people who are non-Malayalis, they wanted to know the subject matter in English at least, so that even though these subjects are not used for arguing and winning the challenges, but at least for the sake of understanding, we can use this knowledge. So, last time I explained about the Varna system. 16 qualities are there for human beings, but the 16 qualities are explained in Vishnu Dharma Shastra, having 100 chapters. Vishnu Dharma Shastra has got 100 chapters, in which it is explained that a matured, cultured human being should have 16 qualities. That I explained in the previous class. If you have got 16 qualities, you are known as Brahmin. In America, in Boston, you can see many people are known as Boston Brahmins. Boston Brahmins does not mean that they know the Vedas or they are Hindus or anything like that. They are the scholars there. They are highly respected and revered. So a Brahmin is a person who has got 16 qualities, independent of his birth, independent of the caste of his or her parentage. Those who do not have 16 qualities, those who have got only 12 qualities, they are known as Kshatriyas. Their profession is also given, that I explained. Those who have got 8 qualities out of the 16, doing the business work and agriculture work, they are known as Vaishyas. Those who have got only 4 qualities mentioned out of the 16, who are doing the masonry work, carpentry work and other type of supporting work of the society, they are known as Shudras. Uttamam cha adhamam cha etat karma na vidyate. No profession is called superior, no profession is called inferior. Nothing of that sort is told in our Dharma Shastra. And now these are the Varnas. Anybody can elevate himself from the level of Shudra to Kshatriya, Shudra to Vaishya, from Vaishya to Kshatriya, from Kshatriya to Brahmana, from Brahmana to Sannyasi, Sannyasi to Rishi, Rishi to Maharshi, Maharshi to Hamsa Rishi, Hamsa Rishi to Paramahamsa Rishi, Paramahamsa Rishi to Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Rishi. When you reach the topmost, so-called topmost intellectual level, you become Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Rishi, where na mandram, na tantram, na dhyanam, na shayanam, na yajnopavidam, na dandam, na shikha, na kamandalu. Nothing is needed. You are focusing only on the ultimate omnipotent, omnipresent divine power, Paramatma Chaitanyam. But it is impossible for a human being to reach that level. Maybe 1 out of 1,000 years reaching that level, like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa or Ramana Maharshi or Shankaracharya. But we are not of that level. So we may be doing ordinary work, that is the profession of Shudra. We may be doing the cattle rearing or farming, that is Vaishya. And we may be doing the protection of the country, law and order maintenance, Kshatriya. We may be engaged in the profession of learning and teaching, whatever may it be. Need not be Vedas, any subject, music or anything. So, Yeshudas, Dr. K.J. Yeshudas is a perfect Brahmin, learning the music and teaching the music. So you can see this is the Varna basis. Anybody can shift from one to other. You know, Dronacharya shifted from his birth Brahmana to Kshatriya by profession. Vishwamitra shifted from Kshatriya to Brahmin and became the Rajaguru or higher than that. Now, coming to the caste system as now it is called, it's purely based on the mixing of these Varnas. Mixing of the Varnas. A Brahmana man, husband Brahmin and wife Brahmin, they are known as Savarna. Savarna is not superior caste. Kshatriya husband, Kshatriya wife, Savarna. Vaishya husband, Vaishya wife, Savarna. Same Varna. Savarna word means Savarna. Like Sahodara, Sajadiya. Sa means with, same. So, if the husband is Shudra and wife is also Shudra by profession, then they are also known as Savarna. So, Savarna word means Brahmin, wife, husband, Kshatriya, husband, wife, and Vaishya, husband, wife, Shudra. They are known as Savarna. But most unfortunately nowadays, the Savarna word means superior caste. How we got confused and we misinterpreted the whole thing. And now remember another thing, how the caste formed. Brahmana husband, Kshatriya wife. Brahmana husband, Vaishya wife. Brahmana husband, Shudra wife. Now, Kshatriya husband, Brahmana wife. Kshatriya husband, Vaishya wife. Kshatriya husband, Shudra wife. Vaishya husband and Brahmana wife. Vaishya husband, Kshatriya wife. Vaishya husband, Shudra wife. Now Shudra husband, Brahmana wife. Shudra husband, Kshatriya wife. And Shudra husband, Vaishya wife. Now in the reverse, see, Brahmana wife and Kshatriya husband. Brahmana wife, Vaishya husband. Brahmana wife, Shudra husband. All these existed so nicely, and the caste generated from the Varna system. For Varna there is no English word. If at all you have to give, it should be called as color. So I am not using the word color. Varna means Chadurvarnyam Maya Srishtam, as I told you in Bhagavad Gita. It is mentioned. Now, when a Brahmana husband got a son from a Kshatriya wife, or Brahmana husband got a son from Shudra wife, they are labeled in Jati, caste system, and each caste has got a perfect profession. The society existed in this profession. Now, when I explain this to you, you may be little bit confused, but I will read the original Sanskrit Dharma Shastra, and at least to some extent you will know that I am explaining this to you based on our original Dharma Shastra Grantha. Pratiloma Swarya Vigarhidaha Tatra Vaishya Putra Shudrena Yogava. Vaishya Putraha, Vaishya is the husband, Shudra is the wife. Vaishya Putraha Shudrena Ayogava. The son or daughter is known as Ayogava. Pulka Samagadau Kshatriya Putro Vaishya Shudrabhyam. If the husband is from Kshatriya and wife is either Vaishya or Shudra, they are known as Pulkasa. The husband is Kshatriya and wife Vaishya, they are known as Pulkasa. If husband is Kshatriya and wife is Shudra, they are known as Magada. Chandala Vaideha Sudascha Brahmani Putraha. Chandala. We call Chandala is the most inferior caste. No, it is not inferior at all. Chandala is the son of a Brahmin, the Varna Brahmin. Chandala Vaidehaka Sudascha. Sudascha. Suda means those who are running the vehicle, the horse cart or bullock cart. Their profession is taking the vehicles. Suda, Vaidehaka, they have got. So, Brahmana Putra, husband is Brahmana and wife is Kshatriya. Husband is Brahmana, wife is Vaishya. Husband is Brahmana, wife is Shudra. Then we have got Chandala, Vaidehaka, Sudascha. Here, Chandala is the strongest people who protect the nation in the society, not military people, but who protect the village or the town from the thieves and burglars. They are so strong, they are not inferior quality at all. Now you see, Taneva Samjna Purvagam Lakshayati Tatra Shannam Pradiloma Janam Madhye Shudrena Vaishyaya Ulpanna Putra Ayogavaha Samjno Bhavati Vaidehaka Iti Cha Kshatriyaya Vaishyadulpanna Bilkasaha Magadaha Idiva Dhivara Idiva Kshatriyanam Vaishyadulpannaha Kshatriya from Kshatriya husband and Vaishya wife. They are by profession. They can be Pulkasaha, those who are growing the trees and plants, Magadaha, those who are doing other work, Dhivaraha, those who are opting for fishing work. They are known as Dhivaraha. Shudra Ulpanno Magadaha Vaidehaka Idiva Pulkasaha Idichatyedi. So remember that there existed another one, Brahmanya. Just to see the quotation, Brahmanya Shudrad Ulpannaha Chandalaha. Brahmanya, for a Brahmana husband and Shudra wife, the son produced or formed, or the son is known as Chandala. So Chandala is not, no caste is inferior. Every caste is based on the profession. Vaishyad Ulpannaha Vaidehaka. Vaishya husband and Shudra wife Vaidehaka. Kshatriyadiva Magadaha Iri. Kshatriya husband and Shudra wife, they are known as Magada. The caste is Magada. And these are the, so many are there, and their profession is also given. Rangavatarana Ayogavana. Ayogava caste, their main profession is organizing the music, dance, Kada Prasangam, Harikada and so on. Vyadhata Pulkasana, treating the pupil, that is Pulkasas. Studi Kriya Magadana, explaining every, just like messengers, they have to carry the message from one pupil to other pupil. Just like the postman nowadays, they are known as Magadana. Vadyagadim Tvam Chandalana. Anybody who is to be punished by death sentencing, who is doing negatives for the society, they are to be kept away by all process of using muscle power. They are known as Chandala. Their profession is like that. So they are the strongest people in the society to give the support. Stri Raksha Tajjivanam Cha Vaidehakana. Vaidehaka caste is entitled with the job of protecting the women. Stri Raksha Tajjivanam Cha Vaidehakana. No woman is permitted to live a life with hungry or sick or old age. Their protection of the women exclusively fall on the particular caste Vaidehaka. Ashwasaratyam Sudana, protecting the horses and horse cart, and the Ashwasena, horse military forces, it comes under Suda. Now you see, these are all professions. Now I can go further also, but it need not be. Now in Kerala you can see, or in Tamil Nadu you can see, in South India and other places you can see, those who are opting for a particular profession, either by birth or by profession, they have got a particular name. If you are looking into the group system of Gauda Saraswata from Goa, there are different groups in Gauda Saraswata. Some of the particular typical caste system you can see, but they marry each other. You can see Kamat generally do business. Mallan, protecting the society. Shenai, maintenance internal orders. and Rao, who is expected to learn Vedas, but the priest. So Kammat, Shenai, then Mallan, so many Rao, but so many names are there. 11 caste systems are there. They will be marrying among themselves, no problem, but professionally they have got each profession. Now come to the point of the untouchability. A Brahmana can have a son from Shudra wife. So marriage is easily conducted. A Shudra husband can marry a Brahmana wife. The son will be having a particular profession. So there was no untouchability at all. That concept came only after generally the English, Portuguese and Dutch invasion. There existed no untouchability at all. Even while performing yaga, in the Yagashala, Nama Punjishtebhyo Nishadebhyascha Namo Namah Subhatbhyo Jagratbhyascha Namo Namah Tishtabhyo Dhavatbhyascha Namo Namah Sabhabhyas Sabhavadibhyascha Namo Namah Ashwabhya Ashwabadibhyascha Namo Namah Senabhyas Senanibhyascha Namo Namah. So these are the mantras given when the Yajamana of performing yaga, the master of yaga performance, when he do Danda Namaskaram to each and every caste and each and every pupil from different caste, including from the hunter, fisherman, and Namak Kulalebhya Karmarebhyascha Vo Namaha. Kulala means those who are making the pots. Karmarebhyascha means those who are doing the work of cleaning the roads. They all should be present in the Yagashala. To them he do the prostration, Namaskaram. So there never existed untouchability. It got penetrated into the society most probably after 14th century or so. You can see in Gupta Vamsha or Maurya Vamsha or during Aryabhata's period or other period, there was no untouchability. In Kerala and South India, untouchability came into existence mainly based on the habit of taking bath. Those who rarely take bath, those who get up early morning, go for working, and after the work they come back and just take the dinner and sleep. So the dirt in the body, the smell of the body, the nature of the livelihood, the nature of the cloth, apparel used by the individual, he keep himself as dirty and the smell used to be come out. This has been explained by Sri Narayana Guru when Narayana Guru, one of the most respectable Guru teacher of Kerala or from Kerala. And you can see they have explained it through Kuli Sangam. They have propagated the message that everyone should take bath, everyone should keep the body and the dress clean and the house clean. So Sharira Shuddhi, Manas Shuddhi, Ahara Shuddhi, Karma Shuddhi and Vak Shuddhi. 5 purities are needed, cleanliness on all these 5 aspects. Sharira and body should be clean, Sharira Shuddhi. Mind should be clean, Manas Shuddhi. And Kudumba Shuddhi, the family should be clean. Where this cleanliness lacked, there started untouchability. And later on it became the fixed attribute of the society. But now, even now we are talking about the untouchability, untouchables and other things. Particularly in majority of the places in India, we are all traveling in the same train, we are all traveling in the same bus, we are all traveling in the same vehicles, and we go to the same cinema theatre, we go to the same hotels, we go to the same public entertainment convenient places. There this untouchability does not come at all, even though we go on talking about untouchability. We go on talking about untouchability. The most astonishing thing is that, and I would also like to say, the sad part of it, that some people, particularly the so-called leftist and the progressive, they want to see that the Hindu society is maintained in a divided position. They want to keep the Hindus in the divided level. So one can see that dividing and ruling by dividing the society. That is what the British people practiced in India. Same thing the leftist and the atheist and other group wanted to maintain here. The Hindus should never come united, and the quotations given by the so-called intellectuals and the pseudo-secularists and also the leftists taken by Muslims and Christians, and they propagate about the non-existing untouchability nowadays, searching for the black cat which is not there in the dark room. Now you see the caste system in Christianity, absolutely no basis at all. Who is a Roma Christian? The Hindu who got converted by a Roma Christian is known as Roma Christian. Roman Catholic, Syrian Catholic. Remember that Roman Catholic is not the person who came from Rome. Syrian Catholic is not the person who came from Syria. Latin Catholic is not the person who came from Latin America. And Seventh-day Adventist. And Seventh-day Adventist is not created by Jehovah on the seventh day of creation. And Pentecost. What is the meaning of Pentecost? I do not know anyway. Mar Thoma. People created such a blunder story that Jesus Christ, a disciple, Thomas came to Kerala. When Saint Thomas became the disciple of Jesus, he was 73-year-old. At the age of 73, he has to start from Israel and walk over through Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, then Pakistan, then he has to come to Rajasthan, then to Haryana, then to Madhya Pradesh, from there to Maharashtra, from there to Karnataka, then to Kerala, go to Sabarimala, put a cross in the nearby the temple of Sabarimala. Such a humbug story 2000 years ago, a 73-year-old man walking or coming by ship all the way from Israel for converting the Nambudris of Kerala into Christianity. That story there is no meaning at all, including the Pope declared that the story of Saint Thomas coming to Kerala is a fraud story. A fraud story, not at all true. No historical evidence is there for that. And Mar Thoma people are those who are following the Thomas. Thomas did not come here, but there is no professional basis, there is no other basis. Salvation Army. What is the meaning of Salvation Army? Is it the army who participated in the Second World War? I do not know anything. So the so-called caste system in Christianity, they may not use the word caste system. They cleverly use group system or something like that. Exactly like that you can see in Islam also. The Shia and Sunni, they used to worship the same prophet, they used to worship the same Quran, they used to worship the same Allah, they used to worship the same Mecca, Kaaba, but still they fight each other daily. You can see that people are killing each other in hundreds and thousands right from the day number 1 of the origin of Islam. And Ahmadiyya is there, the Shia, the Sunni, they united together for killing Ahmadiyya. The Ahmadiyya also part of Islam. But remember, in India, based on the caste system, nobody killed others. Nobody kept anybody outside the society. Everybody owned a profession and supported the society right from A to Z. And there was no bloodshed in the name of caste system. But the Britishers, the Portuguese people, the Dutch people, the French people, and the present Christians of Kerala, India, present Muslims of Kerala and India, present leftist of Kerala and India, they wanted to stress a lie, just like a Goebbels theory. They want to stress that there existed the caste system. The Brahmins used to put the molten lead into the ears of Shudra. These are all created, fabricated stories, for belittling, degrading, denigrating, make fun of Hindus and creating an inferiority complex in the mind of Hindus, as done by the Britishers for ruling India and for bringing the importance of certain caste. They created the false stories, and the Nehruvian dynasty propagated that for protecting other group. So remember that there was no untouchability at all. I am not justifying the untouchability, I am not justifying the caste system, I am not justifying the Varna system. I am explaining how it got created, how it maintained in the society, and how it could protect India and Indians professionally. Any good things during the course of time may get slightly bad, but the rishis and great yogis always got their birth during then, and they refined the society and brought back the society. Vasishtha did the same thing, Vedavyasa did the same thing, Shankaracharya did the same thing, and Narayana Guru did the same thing. Chatambi Swamigal Vidyadhiraja, Chatambi Swamigal did the same thing, Ramana Maharshi did the same thing, and Vivekananda did the same thing. You can see that one. The caste system got erased off, and the negatives of the caste system created during the last part of the last millennia got erased off, and now in India still talking about the untouchability and the caste system is worse. But I know pretty well that in certain part of North India it still continues. And the politician wanted to exploit the caste system in the name of eradicating the negatives of the caste system. They stress the caste system, they stress the untouchability, and they create political parties based on caste system. They survive based on the caste system. They become MPs and MLAs based on the caste system. Still they denigrate the caste system. So those who want to see that the negatives of the caste system should not be there, they wanted to maintain the negatives of the caste system got created in the caste system for the last 100 or 150 years. I am sure that you could understand what I explained. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.